Hi and welcome to today's video in which I've got a set from QVC and it's by Laura Geller. Now this set launched around a couple of weeks ago, maybe a little longer, and I've been waiting for something like this since about February, because any time between February and March usually Laura Geller launches her bronzers for the year. And she also launches super sizes, which this is what this is. It's a very large one. Now, her bronzers, her main bronzers line is called Bake, Bronze and Brighten, and for the face, and that one is in Fair. So she in recent years expanded the line. I think she had one bronzer originally, and then two, and then she created, I think there was a light and a medium, and then she created a dark, and now there's 5 in the main range, and there's 5 super sizes. Now there are other bronzers such as Tahiti, which are frosted, and they're more for body bronzers, but I think you can use them on the face as well. And there are some super sizes of them available, but that's a separate range. It's more of a body frosting thing. So I wanted to get this because Laura Geller's Balance and Brighten bronzers tend to run pink colour, so i.e. cool toned. And that's because she said that a lot of bronzers are orange, and she doesn't want any orange in her bronzers, because when the sun hits the face, you get redness, degrees of redness, not orange. So, and I suppose if you've got something uniquely marketed that's different from other companies, you know, you've got something unique. Now, Bobbi Brown do have some pink bronzers, but they're quite dark. And also Jones Road has at least one. And Jones Road is owned by Bobbi Brown, because she left the original Bobbi Brown company many years ago. So I looked at the colours and I thought that it looked like the fair one rather than the medium would be the right one for me. Now there is, in the middle of the range, a neutral, I think it's neutral medium as well, but all the rest run pink tone. And a number of people in recent years where they don't like it have said, well, it's too pink tone for me. And I think originally they're claiming it was they were all more neutral. I'm not sure about that, because looking at it, this is it looks to me, here it is, as they always have done. Now, people can complain all they like, maybe she could expand a range, but you know, given that I can't get a pink toned, you know, I wouldn't be happy if she changed the tone on them, but she does have a unique selling point in a mixture. Now, these are creams made in Italy that are put into a swirled and put into a pan, so there's different pigments of cream, and then they are baked. So basically, they're very, very silky on the skin, and this sort of formula, and they're put onto a ceramic ridged palette so it can grip and bake, and it takes several days to bake. Now, so this process is rather high on labour, you know what I mean. So what she has it made in Italy by people who that's what they do, is make cream to powder formulas. So it is silky, a bit like cornflower. If you feel cornflower, it's a bit like that, maybe not quite as much slip as that. So what you've got in here is pink, different shades of pink to white, and then you've got a beige and a brown. So you've got the different colours. In some of the pans, there's distinct demarcation. Mine is very, very well, you know, patterned. So basically, you can't easily pick up individual colours in some, because each one is unique. So basically, if I do a swirl, you can see it's beigey. So I'm going to put it there. And it is a pinky beige. Now, I am in neutral lighting. I did film this before a few days ago in sunlight, and it was just flashing everywhere. The camera just didn't know what to do with it. And it was very, very difficult. Whoops, I'm just moving the camera, sorry. I didn't get a very even picture. So what I've done is I thought I'd do it again when I've got makeup on indoors. So what I've got on is I've got a new primer. I've got my moisturiser on, my full skincare. Then I've got sunblock, then a primer, which I left for a while. I left all these individual layers 5 or 10 minutes each, and then I put the foundation that's in my project pan with a whitener in and with 2 drops of oil, because it's a very drying foundation. So I've not powdered it except for under the eyes and a little there, take the shine off. And other than that, my face, it's basically the foundation is set down. So what I'm going to show you is how it looks on fair, because there are not very good videos showing it in natural light, because if you have a beauty light, that tends to reduce the colour and the contrast between colours, so you don't get a true representation. But here it is. So what I'm doing is swirling my brush, and this is a blush brush from Real Techniques, but it's quite a big one. So what I'm doing is I am, can you see there? I am putting, it may not be, I'm going to look in a mirror here because I don't want it to look like a clown. But to be fair, it builds up lightly. So this has a very natural sun-kissed look. And then what they say you do is you bring it into a V. Now I've already got sculpting contour and an orangey tone blush. So you do that, and then you do that. Right, so I don't know if you can see, and there is more light to this side because I do have lighting on. If you look like that, you can see that it is darker. It is bronzing it up. So I'll show you again there. It's very, very natural. There's that side, and that one is paler. So I'm going to match it up now. I have done the forehead on my right side here, but I'm going to bring it down a bit. Now it isn't particularly matte or powdery, but it doesn't give you a strong colour. Like lots of bronzers, I would say of the bronzers I've tried, it isn't many, I must admit, this is the lightest in terms of you've got to build a lot to get the layers up. It's not going to naturally go dark on your face and you've got to buff out. In fact, you have to build this one up. But it isn't drying. I can still feel the moisture of underneath my makeup from my skincare, because I do put a lot of moisturiser on and oils, and it does look really nice. So this is one that I would recommend for very, very fair skin, and I'm sure that I think it's idiot proof, because with, like I say, with a lot of them, you dab your brush in and then you put it on your face and it looks maybe overpowering. You've got to blend, and there's a risk you'll blend your foundation away or any other makeup. This is a very gentle product. Now, if you wanted to put more life, I mean, it does give a slight pearlescent finish. I can't really detect it, in all honesty. It looks quite matte. If you wanted to bring more life into the skin, back into the skin, then you would just use something like Matte Fix Plus or Pixie Glow Tonic, something like that. If you wanted it to glow in, you can use this all over the face, because on QVC Laura Geller has used it. I'm not sure if it's on top of foundation or just on bare skin that's been moisturised and then allowed to settle. And it can be used all over the face if you want a real like a sun kiss or tanned effect. And she used it on the fair and one of the mediums, and even the fair did look really, really nice on the person. So this is 24 gram. So it's 3 times the size, and it is very heavy the component, because obviously there's a clay ceramic base. So this one is usually on offer at QVC around £40 once a year, and once the stock's gone, it's gone. But the one that's a third of the price, I think it's 8 or 9 gram, 8 gram, is £24 plus postage. You're talking of anywhere up to around £30. So at that basis, this is worth gram for gram around £90. And I think it's a really, really good product. I really like it. So I managed to get that in a set, as I said. So the other items that I got is I picked up, got with it a peach shimmer, and it is a lip gloss, but it's quite a full-bodied lip gloss. And I would say it's a neutral to warm pink. and it's got gold flecks. It's not sticky, but it's really nice. Really, really nice. You can't feel the flecks at all. So I'm pleased to have this. And then the set also came with another item. Now, the bronzer did come in a box. And it was a flimsy box like this, so it ended up being discarded, I think. This one is Laura Geller Kajal Longwear Eyeliner, Ultra Smooth in Rose Gold. Now, to me, it's not that rosy. It's not that, but there's a slight hint of rose gold. It seems a bit bronze to me, but then there is slight hint of a rose. And there it is. It's not going to pick it up, but it has a slight rose element to it. Not my favourite colour, because I prefer the rose one from Laura Mercier. That I prefer that one. But this does set down and then it does not move. So these 3 items are being sold. I think it's for £39. Now, all shades are currently available at QVC. The postage and packaging is around £2.95. So it's around £42 for the kit. Now, because I haven't shopped with QVC for a number of months, because there wasn't anything I particularly wanted, I was sent in April a £5 off voucher in the post on a postcard. So I used that. So I got this. It got this set in the post for £36. So I'm really pleased to have got some reduction, but I would have bought it anyway. I really do like the colour. I think it suits me without going orangey. Really like it. And because orange and yellow are problematic on my skin, I'd rather it be a neutral colour. But then you get too grey toned, like a contour colour. But this is absolutely epic. The only others that do, there's another one that is pink that I meant to say, is the Gucci bronzer from last year in 1. But that sold out very, very quickly last year. So I couldn't get hold of that, and that was very expensive. But I'd like to try it first, and I just can't get to any shops that have any, that may have had samples. Obviously, there won't anymore, because as soon as it's sold out, they take them off the display. So I'm pleased to have this. I don't think I'll need another, but like I say, it's not highly pigmented, but it does do the job. But you can build it up, and you can take it down your neck. I'm sure you could use it on your body as well. So they're the 3 items, and I hope you like my little demonstration. But can you see it is pinky? It is very pink toned. So I'm sure you could use it as a blush if you wanted, but it wouldn't be that strong. I mean, like, this is an orangey brush, and it's quite strong on me. But if you wanted something subtle, you could use it on the outer perimeter up to the cheeks on your face. In fact, just use it as you wish, really. It's quite versatile. But can I say thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate that your time is valuable, and hopefully I shall see you soon in another video. Otherwise, take care of yourselves, and bye for now.